Well, hello, and welcome to the Content Modeling Show, episode 19, getting close to that number 20 there. I'm very excited. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless creator, and like always, feel free to get a hold of me at, there you go, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. And of course, there's all my social media, so if you enjoy the show and you enjoy all the content, sign up to all the content, the social media there, follow me there, and I post when I'm live. I post other kinds of links there to different kinds of content. So before we get started, today episode 19 is we're going to be modeling the open graph tags, and we're going to get into that in just a minute. But like always, before we get started, I do want to show you headlesscreator.com, which is my website. And that's where you will find all of the shows and everything that I create, all the content. Under content modeling shows, well, you'll find episode 19 probably 10 minutes after I'm done with this today. Like always, click on the show. And when you get to the actual episode, you will see right here, view content model. That'll give you a link directly to the content model itself that we're going to be creating today. And then, of course, at the end here, make a donation. If you enjoy and you find this useful, feel free to make a donation. If you could at least follow me on the social media networks here, Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, and Twitter, of course. I'd really appreciate it. And you can see all my links way at the bottom down there. All right. So let's start. I'm going to put on this let me turn off some of this stuff. There you go. Today we're going to be modeling the open graph tags. So basically, what is the open graph tags? Open Graph is a protocol that enables any web page to become, or objects in a web page to become rich objects. So when you share a web page, instead of just seeing links, you see it as a rich object, and it displays differently in different kinds of social network. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details of Open Graph. They have their own site that you can check out, and in fact, I have it open here. It's the Open Graph protocol, and they go really deep into it, and they give you all of the actual tags that you can use, which is pretty extensive. Having said that, there's some minimum tags that you will be using, and today we'll be creating a model that you can use in your Headless CMS to use any tag you want. Now, currently, Open Graph is supported by Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. They call them cards, Twitter cards, and I believe Pinterest, and I'm sure some other kinds of social media networks support it. So here are the main tags that we're going to be interested in today, but it doesn't matter from the content modeling side, right? Because once we have a content model, then it's really set up so you can create as many open graph tags as you want. But the main ones that we're going to be looking at are OG, and they all start with the prefix with OG colon. So title, URL, image, description. Then there's two that are really more global that will apply across your website. The locale and the type. The type could be a video, it could be an article, but in this case it's going to be a website. So like I said, there are many more tags. Just go to the Open Graph protocol. It's ogp.me, and you can find more information there. All right, and then once you've set up those tags, you can test them when your HTML renders. You can actually go Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn provides 3 tools, or each of them provide a tool that allows you to put in the URL and see what they're looking at, how they churned the OG graphs into a rich card for their own, and I'll show you in just a minute. So why don't we start modeling? But before we do that, why don't we do this? Let's go to, here's the documentation also. In developers, just search on Google. You can search for, and I'll put it in the show notes anyway, but you can search for Twitter cards, and they'll give you a good idea. Twitter cards, they're specific